Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today is 12 November 2021 at 9 a.m. on Friday. I'm going to tell about my article that I have summarized to you. And the first article I have chosen about the American president, and I have chosen about the Barack Obama. He's become president since 2009 to 2017, but one part of his legacy is already clear. Obama is the United States' first African American president. His father was a black man from Kenya. His mother was a white American from the Midwestern state of Kansas. For many Americans, Obama's presidency was an important symbol in a country that permitted black people to be enslaved. State of Kansas. For many Americans, Obama's presidency was an important symbol in a country that permitted black people to be enslaved. When he was in his mid-30 years, Obama began his political career. He was elected 3 times to the Hallowen State Senate. After 10 years there, he won a seat in the United States Senate in a landslide victory. The same year, Obama attended the Democratic National Convention, the meeting where the party officially nominated a president candidate. Obama was not one of the candidates, but the Democrats asked him to make an important speech. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America, he said. There is not a black America and white America, and Latin America and Asian America. There is a United States of America. Only 4 years later, Obama would be elected its 45th president. So we can know about the words in this story that we can learn about some new words. They are perspective, way of thinking about and understanding something. Firm, business organization. Liberal, believing the government should be active in supporting social and political change. Conservative, believing in the value of established and traditional practice and politics and society. I have told you that this is my summary from the American president, exactly from the Barack Obama. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Taufiq Sholihin. Today is 12 November 2021 at 3 p.m. on Friday. I'm going to tell you about the second article that I have chosen. I've chosen about the art and culture, and the title is Google finds out what Americans are dressing up as on Halloween. So from the article, I have the conclusion or the summary of this article. Please listen to me. A special website called Google Flags provides a look at the 5,000 most popular costumes this year nationwide. It also lets users know what costumes they are likely to see where they live on Halloween night. Rounding out the top 5 most searched costumes this year are the superhero Spider-Man and Cruel Devil a dog-hating character from the Disney movie The 101 Dalmatians. The 2021 films Cruella and Spider-Man No Way Home are surely behind the popularity of the costumes. To see more customs information and to get ideas from yourself, you can visit fryguys.withgoogle.com. So from this article we also get the news words in the story. They are which woman who is thought to have magic powers, custom, the clothes that are worn by someone or such as an actor who is trying to look like a different person or thing, character, person or being who appears in a story, book, play, movie, or television show, stand out to be easily seen or noticed, zombie, that person who is able to move because of magic. Yeah, I have that told you about the summary of this article, and I hope you can learn from the words, new words by this story. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Taufiq Sholihin. Today is 13 November 2021 at 7 a.m. on Saturday. I'm going to tell you about the article I have chosen. About the article is Ask a Teacher. Under the title is Anyway and Similar Words. Question: could you tell me the use and meaning of these two words, nevertheless and anyway? Nitin India answer: Dear Nitin, thank you for writing to us. Anyway is an adverb that means it describes or gives us more information about a verb or adjective. The usual meaning is similar to in any case, or even though something else is true. Let us look at some example of how we use it. Other words like anyway, you also asked about the word nevertheless. It is an adverb too, and it means in spite of something that was said before. It is more formal and sounds a little old-fashioned when compared to anyway. For example, COVID-19 infection rates are falling in my state. Nevertheless, we should still follow the safety guidelines. Other words or expression you might see that can serve the same purpose as anyway or anyways, not least, regardless, in any case, and at any rate. From this article we can get new words in the story. They are despite, without being prevented by something, used to say that something happens, or used to even though there is something that might prevent it from happening or being true. Formal, of language suitable for serious or official speech and writing, in spite of, the same as despite. Informal, of language relaxed in tone, not swayed from serious or official speech and writing. Old-fashioned, or relating to the past, generally no longer used or replaced by something more recent. That I have told you about the new words we can get from this story. I hope we can learn new words from this story. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Taufiq Sholihin. I'm going to tell you about the fourth article that I have chosen from education, and another title is Students Learning English Had a Difficult Time During the Pandemic. Last month, the YEDA Consortium, a research group based at the University of Wisconsin, released a study on ESL students. It found English proficiency and growth in English studies decreased during the 2020 to 2021 school year. WIDA provides standard tests to English learned in 36 states and federal law requires all students to be tested from kindergarten to 12th grade. The WIDA test is used to find out if a student should remain in ESL classrooms or join the general student population. There were some limits to the WIDA data, however. WIDA required its test to be taken in person, even in districts where classes were online. That might have been the reason why Stevenson's fewer students took the WIDA test in 2021 than in 2019 and 2020. Because of the pandemic, students were also tested at irregular times instead of being tested every 12 months. Students took the test between 9 and 15 months apart, and students who took the test 1 year might not have taken the test again. For example, Edward said there is a gap in data about ISL learners' performance and participants rates in Austin, while Texas has a statewide test to measure performance. The test wasn't required for our students last year. So from this article, we can find the new words in the story. They are proficient, good at doing something, skillful, standardized, done in a regular way to ensure that all examples are the same. Districts are established by a government for official government business, academic, relating to schools or universities. Gap different between two sets or group participants to be involved in doing something with others. Lines to cause something to agree or support something else. Honest responsibility for something. Figure out to understand or find something by thinking. That I have told you about the summary from this article, and I hope we can get learning from this article, like new words we can get it. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Taufiq Sholihin. I'm going to tell you about the article that I have chosen. The article, this is the 5th article. Today is 14 November 2021 at 7 p.m. I have chosen the article about education and under the title Modifiers in Scince Writing. There are certain structures that are common to all of these kinds of writings. What are modifiers? In grammar, the word modifier includes several groups of terms, adjectives, participles, prepositional phrases, appositives, and more. Modifiers can appear before or after a noun. A noun and its modifiers can create a noun phrase, a group of words that acts like a noun in a sentence. In the example, the noun evidence is followed by a kind of modifier known as a prepositional phrase, the words of a large black hole. In speaking, noun phrases commonly only have a noun, pronoun, or noun and determiner. A word such as the, this, and so on. So you might hear someone say, I called my friend. In the example, the noun phrase is my friend. It has the noun friend and the determiner my. In writing, noun phrases are more likely to have modifiers that come before and after the noun. These modifiers are often more complex than what you hear in every speaking. Writing in modifiers in science news. Explore some science stories that have appeared recently on VOA Learning English website. You will see the modifiers play an important part in giving information about scientific studies. Closing thoughts. One way to think about the central idea of today's report is to imagine a skeleton, the bones that make up the basic structure of a person or nominal. In grammar, we have a basic structure that makes up the central meaning of a sentence, subject and predicate, noun or noun, phrase and verb. Modifiers add weight or detail to the basic structure. The modifiers bring sentence to life. So from this article, there are words in the story. There are participle, a form of a verb that is used to indicate a past or present action, and that can also be used like an adjective. Prepositional phrase, a phrase that begins with a preposition and ends in a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase. Appositive, grammar standing in grammatical position, an arrangement of words in which a noun or noun phrase is followed by another noun or noun phrase that refers to the something. They are determined. Grammar words such as a, the, some, any, my, or your that comes before a noun and is used to show which things is being referred to. Predicate, the part of sentence that express what is said about the subject. I have told you from the article and I hope we can learn new information or new words we can get it from this story. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Taufiq Sholihin. I'm going to tell you about the last article that I have chosen. Today is 14 November 2021 at 9 AM. I have choose about the health and lifestyle. Under title, can new variant of the coronavirus keep appearing? New variants of the coronavirus can keep appearing as long as the virus that caused the COVID-19 pandemic keeps infecting people. But that doesn't mean they will be more dangerous. With more than half of the world still not vaccinated, the virus will likely keep finding people to infect. It will then create copies of itself for several months or years to come. and each time a virus makes a copy itself, a small mutation could happen. Those changes could help the virus survive and become new variants. It is possible that the virus could become that layer, but experts believe isn't likely to happen. Extremely sick people are also less likely to socialize and spread the virus to others. Experts are now watching to see if new variants could be better at avoiding the protection people gain from vaccination and infections. If that happens, scientists might suggest that vaccines be changed with new information to fight appearing variants. It would be like how shots for the flu, another virus, are changed every year. And from this story, we can get new words in the story. They are variant, something that is different in some way from others of the same kind. Mutate, again, to change and create an unusual characteristic in a plant or animal. Infinite, having no limits. Respond, something that is done as a reaction to something else. Okay, that I have told you about the last article that I have chosen, and I hope we can learn new information from this article and we can get new words from this story. As I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.